Hello everyone, this is Fantastic World, so I came back to Lovecraft Country in the Secret World Legends, and here we are in Transylvania, the town of, I can't pronounce, Hervashini, and we're currently going to go over the next part of the mission, which Sophie suggested, which is finding the friendly owl of the village. Okay, so my magic beast sense says to head off in this direction. Before we do anything else. Oh, well, that's kind of interesting over there. First, let's pop this off. Bourgeoisie? Huh. Romana. In any case, there appear to be trolls here. Or little people, or bourgeoisie? Should I continue with the owls, or should I find out what this dude wants? Alright, let's find out what this dude wants.
Democracy is the road to socialism. But there will never be democracy as long as the fairy folk is being denied their vote. For too long, we have lived in the shadow of the human world. Our words were never counted, our voices never heard. The ruling ideas of each age have always been the ideas of its ruling class.
Cool.
What has this ruling class brought us?
Looks like Antifa's gotten into the fairy folk.
Poverty and
Hang on
hardship,
for a second.
the vampire crusade. It's time for change, comrades. Let the ruling classes tremble at the socialist fairy revolution.
Oh my god.
Proletarians have nothing to lose but their chains. We have a world to win. Fae folk of forests, fields, and mountains, unite!
Well, this is history happening all over again in this area. The kindly ones. Petru leads a makeshift refugee camp for a strange kind of Lejani, uprooted by the conflict of Transylvania. Though they are safe for the moment in Harabatus, the fears for their compatriots is still trapped in the valley. Petru has prepped a message in the Bajani tongue and an old tape recorder. He asks that you use to spread the safe haven the socialist movement awaits in Harabatus. Alright then, so fairy folk of the world unite, and technically as a Gaian soldier, I think I'd count as one of the fae folk. So, shall we read the revolution, comrades?
Comrades! A revolution is impossible without a revolutionary situation. We have been driven from our homes, from our birthlands by imperialists. Imperialists with fangs. We stand before a capitalistic vampiric army bent on sucking the people dry for their own private profit. We must organize. We must revolt. They are resistant to change. But change is being thrust upon us whether we want it or not. My own kind is the worst. The Blagini do not realize that what serves society will serve them also. We've been isolated for too long. I have read the works of Marx and Lenin. I understand that without a revolutionary theory, there cannot be a revolutionary movement.
Yeah.
Revolutions are the locomotives of history.
True.
But locomotives also need passengers, and we are a bit thin in that department. I have put a message to my people on the magic tape to let them know that they may come out of hiding and follow you, that you will protect them and bring them to this shelter. They will do so because they are sheep. I want to teach them to think for themselves, but until then it is good that they are sheep. Sometimes history needs a tiny nudge in the right place. Abolish all private property! Fairies of the world, unite!
Alright then. Let's talk Marx. Okay? Where's the drawing?
Comrades, look around you. Is this the world you want for your children? A world where humans trample all over the fair folk, exile us to the deep forests and dark caves, exploit our history and heritage.
Oh, here it is.
Popular entertainment.
Now he's got a point there.
I say we stand
Okay,
together and
vantage
shout a
points.
resounding no to the ruling
Here, or
classes.
here.
I say we take
Alright, so let's
back
find
what is
out where we're supposed to be
rightfully
going.
ours.
Now,
We pose no grave threat to humanity. We're not going to eat their children or
Oh, we may
poison
want
their
them.
livestock.
okay, so let's talk Marx. I like talking about Marx. The thing is, Marx was an economist. That's the thing most people tend to forget. They tend to go right to the Soviet bloc and the horrors that were committed in the name of, well, Stalinism, which is completely different. The Marx, as an economist, kind of pointed out a kind of vital point here that, you know, capitalism doesn't actually work in the long run. Well, I mean, we're living that right now. I mean, late stage capitalism, where we're barely hanging on, and the working and the, oh, more scarecrows after these guys. Whoa, definitely a bit stronger. Well, at least I start getting some achievements for killing these guys. I think I'm a little short for this, yeah. Anyways, yeah, it just doesn't work, unfortunately. Eventually, too much money is taken up by the ruling class, and there isn't enough for the working class, so it is inevitable. Ow. It's inevitable, unfortunately, that there's going to be a revolution. Hungry people don't pay well. And these are a lot better than old man Henderson's. Alright, we need to coax them out of hiding. So, is
Urmatezza persona chiobanda magica.
Alright, hi everyone. Not here? Okay, cool. Find you. Find you. Time, let me get rid of these guys. Alright, try again.
Urmatezza persona chiobanda magica.
Try over here, I guess.
Alla tua va revolution.
Burrows. These guys are just too quick for me. There we go. Oh, nice. Okay, we'll try this one here.
Alla tua va revolution.
Ah, excellent. Gotta move quick.
Cameradi. Connazionali.
Alright, quick. Move.
Alla tua va revolution. Alla tua va revolution.
Well, that's just rude. Ow. Ugh. Okay, let's find some more. But yeah.
Urmatezza persona chiobanda magica.
Well, that's the biggest problem, is that, you know, once there isn't enough food to go around because people are hoarding it,
Urmatezza persona chiobanda magica.
it's inevitable that there will be a revolution. Ha! Missed me.
Vina.
Hungry people have a bad tendency of not being obedient. So the thing is that we should have had that revolution, some in the United States in the Great Depression.
Special assignment received.
Okay.
Initializing.
But the thing is that when you did the hang on. The New Deal. Paradox alternate selves there. The problem is that when you did the New Deal, that essentially was a micro drop of socialism that held back the revolution. It's been kind of that pattern in the United States since, is that things get desperate enough, the government shells out just enough cash backwards to prevent a revolution, and it continues. The problem now being is that they're not doing that. So that revolution that was being held off, it ain't gonna be held off much longer. Oh, scarecrows. Interrupting my political speeches. This way. But you won't leave all enough Okay. So, where are you hiding?
Urmatezza Savina Lamina!
What the? Oh, that's one down. Don't think. Yeah, not much to it. Ugh. Inventory's nuts on these specials. Thing is, they getting so much stuff from Halloween that I'm eventually gonna have to sell.
Urmatezza persona chiobanda magica!
What the heck? Just an ambush. The man got on us.
Urmatezza persona chiobanda magica!
Okay, who's... There you are. So many of you guys. Whoa! Can't we all just not get along? Ow! I hate that thing. I hate you guys. May Paradox finish you off.
Cameradi! Connazionali!
If I recall, that's, oh, it's gotta be a translation. My comrades.
Urmatezza persona chiobanda magica!
Excellent. Screw you guys. Oh, this is... What's the
Urmatezza voca mia!
Head to the farm complex. Yeah, we're in Soviet collective farm territory here. Back in the Cold War. Unfortunately, what happens is they just dump people in these giant farms regardless. Okay.
Cameradi! Connazionali!
Just here doing door to door. Don't have to be so damned upset. Really don't like your door salesman here. Oh wait, communist country. It was communist country, not big in capitalism period. Alright, let's see.
Vina!
Nothing here. Okay. No, for a collective farm, it really doesn't look that much different from a lot of other farms I've done in the American. Oh, finally missed that. Just wild. So many of you. Yeah, the thing is about this is that farmers look the same across the world, and they're always getting screwed over. Capitalism, Stalinism, whatever you want to call it. Because God forbid that we treat the people that make food, make us let us live with any level of respect. Yes, capitalism is based on the concept of the zero-sum game, that if somebody gains, you lose. But that's just foolish, especially if you know anything about economics.
Urmatezza persona chiobanda magica!
Alright, cool, you're clear. Yeah, the thing is that it's called a non-zero-sum game in reality, is that symbiosis is that two people can produce 4 times as much production than two people separate. Quite a Yes, I'm going on about economics. Sorry about that. It's a little...
Ascolatomia!
People tend to think life is a competition when it's cooperative. Alright, alright. Find the ravine about behind the berry field. Got it. Burn. Ooh. Numbers are increasing. Okay, back by the berry field. Oh, you guys just keep coming! Don't want to know why you have to defeat special ability. I really don't. Ugh, dude, you should have just kept the nap going and lived longer. Undead longer. I believe there's supposed to be zombies in there. Really big zombies with guns. You know, that just makes zombies. What the? Where are you all coming from? Bitter harvest messenger. Well, I call it sour grapes. Where did you come from? Hang on. Let's just pop off one of these and move forward with our life. Alright, so... yeah, after being ambushed by a giant reverend, which basically... oh, I got it. Reverends are from evil magicians, so this must be the guy who made all the evil scarecrows, the Romanian version of Mr. Henderson, who, I hate to tell you, is far more, oh, for crying out loud, far more effective. However, I'm far more effective these days than he is. I was wondering why the scarecrows are out trying to kill all the little folk. This farmer must have hated them, but if he was a Soviet farmer and a magician, he must have been the, one of the, overseers. Now, the thing is about the Soviet Union is it was not communist, it was fascist. The, how do I put this? They took the ideas of Marx and they just made it, Lenin decided that Marx was being a bit of a pussy and just made the deal with blood. And Stalin decided Lenin was a bit of a pussy and just made a punishment environment in which millions upon millions of people died. Now, of course, the joke is no one's ever done communism right, but I've yet to see capitalism was done right either. Okay. Shiny, kindly ones. Look, sweetling, in the shadowy forest, the humanoids, road faces, turn-shy, hard-working, in harmony with nature. Kindness and humility give way to mischief. Small objects vanish. Children dogs are spooks. Such mischief is never malicious. This part of Bajani culture is serving a greater goal. We have seen it. We have seen the kindly ones use their magical trickery to feed the poor, help the sick, and save human boys and girls from clutches of monsters. They are unpredictable, Bajani, but they are old. They aid those who deserve it and who have been kind to them. Thus, the people of the village know how to treat the kindly ones with respect. They know how to leave plates with food. That is absolutely correct. Kindly ones we should basically refer to the Fae folk.
Urmatezza persona ch'io banda magica! Urmatezza persona ch'io banda magica!
Alright, escort mission. Come on, guys. This could take a little bit, especially when we walk the whole way. I don't think they run very fast. Well, I'll need to go and sprint. But yeah. Marx said that it was inevitable that the workers would have to rise up against the owners. Lenin said, let's do it now. Stalin said, screw it, I want to be an owner. If you want the devolution of the Soviet Imperium in real time, in 3 sentences. So, I don't really have anything against people who are communists. I understand their heart's probably in the right place, or that they're just pissed off about, you know, working themselves to death with 3 jobs in the richest country, one of the richest countries on Earth, but, you know, I also believe that Marx was right. It's going to be inevitable. People are going to get hungry. They're going to get desperate. They're going to raid the warehouses, and then soldiers from private military companies will be hired to kill them, and you kind of can see where it'll go from that point. If you want a brief look into the world, probably before 2030. Maybe 2035, if you're lucky. But yeah, the funny thing is that all the working class, all the ruling class would have to do, all the 1% would have to do, is just be nicer to their workers. But it's like they've got this defect. I mean, you could call them sociopaths, but it's not quite right. It's simply programmed to believe that they're superior just because they were born into money. I mean, when you look at the white supremacist, or, you know, even if God's helpless, the religious ones, or the ones who actually believe that bloodlines are blessed by God, and yes, they do exist, they ain't working with a full deck. They're just trying to find excuses for their bad behavior. Alright, at least I cleared that damn bastard before it got here. But yeah, this is going to be a hell of a lot, guys. Guys, pick up the... gods, I can't think of this. Alright. I'm not going to go too far, but these guys are inevitably going to attack. I don't think... Oh, wait. My goodness, I forgot. They're fey. That makes small and fragile, but it looks like I can take a beating. Speaking of beatings... Hi. Dude, stop watching. Ooh, shotgun's low range. I gotta remember that. Alright, coming, guys? Let's go this way. I know there's another one around here somewhere. Yeah, stay out of that berry patch. What the hell? I don't care what he's doing. Guys, just fight me. There's really a lot of caches these days. Dude, stragglers. No stragglers. Oh boy. Let's try to avoid the pedophile with the doll there. I don't want to know. I mean, when it came down to it, I was kind of okay with Henderson being a one-off crazy guy, but kind of that doesn't look good up there. Are we going the right way? Sort of. Yeah, this does go back to the village, but it looks like there's going to be problems, and that looks kind of werewolfy. Guys, this way. Oh, you can pick it up, the pace a bit. Ugh. This is not of nature walk. Burn. This one's got a nice hat at least. Alright, so we're getting into the lines that are surrounding the village now. Good thing they have shit for senses. Those are werewolves, as I expected. Pick up the pace. Looks like they got silver bullets among the defenders, though this sniper post being abandoned is a bad sign. They have snipers. Really, yeah, when it comes to hunters and farmers, snipers should be kind of the bad guys. Ugh, good grief. Let's go, 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 go. Salute. Little help back there, guys. You can see everything, and you've got a rifle. People. Oh, yeah, you've got a bit of urgency to your step there. Come on. I'm not going to blow this mission simply because you guys were moving too slow. That's a hell of a jump on you, lady. Let's go. Goodbye. Alright, refugee camp. Come on, guys, come on. I'm away from home. Just a little bit closer. Come on, trigger the damn mission. Oh, thank gods. I don't mean to sound racist, but these guys kind of remind me of a line of dolls from the 80s. It's on the tip of my tongue. Never mind, I'll get back to you if it comes to me. You know, it's good thinking regarding getting on the trail and winning hearts and minds out there. I wouldn't kiss any of the babies, but you know, you don't know where those things have been, but still. If you want to really do them a favor, talk them out of the whole Marxist angle. Take it from me, I went to Cal Berkeley. I know a thing or two about social classes. Of course, Kristen, you are the 1%. I work for the 1%, but then we all do, really, at this point. In any case, I need to do a quick cleanup, and then I'm going to go back to try and find that owl. Just hang on. Okay, a little bit of a cleanup, and we're back, and I found the owl. Hi. Alright, dude. Do that. Let's keep going. Follow the owl. And you're here? Alright, we're doing this whole... Of course, you fly, I have to walk. Because Gaia would not give me wings, unlike you. Great. Where are you now? Don't. There you are. Right, that's a crow. Yeah. Gotta be around here somewhere, right? Ugh. You're making this more difficult than it really has to be. Especially as in the middle of, you know, freaking territory here. Wait. Did I miss something entirely? Wait, this is back where we started, isn't it? Excuse me, coming through. Blow me. Apparently I didn't do this right. Fly. Why can't I fly? Let's see. Where are we compared to here? Kind of here. Let's see. Maybe around here? I don't know. I have to go back and look, aren't I? I'm definitely getting the scarecrow kills I wanted. Come on, let this be the way up. Let this be the way up. Alright, cool. Gods. Can't go 2 steps out of this place without, you know... Let's see. We're starting back here again, are we? Alright, let's do this again. Come on. You're here at a rock outcropping. That way. It's this way. Where exactly is it? Ah! I must have walked right by it without realizing it. So just bearing the line, straight bearing the line to here. Try to avoid all the scarecrows. Can't avoid this one. My magic's better. Alright. Let's move, owl lady. You teleport. That's not fair. Okay, so mauled werewolf. Interesting. Okay, now you're here. Heading up the river. Suck. Lover's Creek, eh? You passed this in the last mission, but I wasn't really paying attention. Alright, let's go. Oh, for crying out loud. Back off! I think if a person throws lightning, they can get some privacy. Bad dog, no biscuit.
Lilith's children are rising.
Right, okay. More vampires. Where are you? Okay, so I think we're back here at the tree we ended the last mission, but I think we're going to trigger the proper entrance this time. Let's see. Hello. I think we're about to meet the lady of the house. Nice TR, Sadie. Hey.
You've been following me. Why is that, eh? Never mind, never mind. I know why you're here. You know anything about these pewters? It's not doing what I needed to do.
Probably Microsoft.
Even a wrinkled apple can be fresh on the inside. When I was born, we had miracle machines that make this look like a Stone Age tool.
Third age.
And they were a damn sight easier to use, too.
Agreed.
No, just leave it. I'll figure it out eventually. And you've more important matters to attend to. Yes, I am the owl you're looking for. But I'm afraid I don't have much in the way of answers. I'm going to tell you the same thing I've told the others. This has all happened before. Oh, yes. Vlad was the one who defeated Mara, the vampire queen. Can't tell you how, because he's been dead for half a millennium. And he neglected to tell me. But he did leave me something of his. I reckon he left a part of himself behind before he passed on, and I also reckon you'll be needing his help to take care of Mara. I never could make much sense of the man, but then he is human, and I'm not. He left it for someone like you, someone who could stand up to her. I've held on to it for 500 years. I have a long memory. That thing isn't all Vlad left. He left behind a legacy, his own little army. The Draculesti have suffered much in the 5 centuries since his death, but they are still around. In fact, they have recently come back. I've seen them in the forest. That lovely girl who uses her looking glass to spy on the vampires, and the strapping circus boy. But the one you really need to speak with is Milosh, their king. He came to pay his respects when the Draculesti arrived. I like that.
True.
Though
Good manners.
he did speak too much and too loudly. Not a trait you share with him, I'm happy to say. If anyone knows what Vlad Dracula had prepared for Mara's inevitable rebirth, it would be the Draculesti. The news of her return are disturbing. They herald something dark. There is great power in these mountains, and Mara seeks it. It was never simply what's on the surface with her. And I believe this vampire crusade is more of a vampire charade. But that's neither here nor there. First, you should put your mind to that thing someone needs to. Now, shoo! I'm going to see if I can't get this pewter to do what I want it to do.
The finest of Soviet technology of the 1970s. Okay, so we got a bunch of stuff to do here. Well, we have found the local Fey sorceress, and I think we managed to, well, protect her, lesser kin. So here we are, probably going to end the episode here. I think we're reaching the half-hour point or so, and I don't like to get too involved beyond this point. So we'll pick it up next episode, helping Kuyava in her missions, and then move on to finding out about this vampire crusade and Vlad Dracula's anti-vampire army. Well, shite. I didn't think that, I was going to find out that Bram Stoker was propagandist, but hey, who can say? Anyways, this is Fantastic World saying farewell from Lovecraft Country, and this is Secret World Legends. I'll see you next episode. If you like this, like, share, subscribe, and if you really liked it, there's links down below to support me in Gumroad. If you want me to try to expand on the number of episodes and series, I can do it one time. So, and early access is available at the $2 mark. Anyways, so, see you next episode.
You will see the dawning of a new age. To be a monarch or a beggar. To lose everything or to become a god. To stand with us or against us. The choice is yours.